Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty. This is Shana Chaudhary and welcome to my channel. As you all know, we're making videos on different financial tools of Excel used in business. So today we are going to make another video on such tool known as if function. Okay, let's start. If function. What is if function? If function is a conditional setting or conditional function to uh, to segregate data of our Excel or to uh, arrange data or to count anything in Excel using conditional command. So let's check our this Excel sheet. Here we can see some name of our employees like Sam, Anna, and many more. And here the clients they brought to the company. So company has decided to give bonus to them, but the company have put on some conditions. The conditions are like, for example, we can say the condition are that they will get a bonus only if they can brought more than suppose 20 more than 20 client. Okay, so if they can brought more than 20 clients they get a bonus. If they don't get a bonus. So how to format this one? We in this format we are just going to find out who is getting a bonus and who is not. So let's set the formula first equal, then if is the if we're gonna double click on it. Here's come the logical test. The logical test is the condition we want to make. The condition is that if the client is number of client is greater than 20, greater than 20. Okay, if the condition is true they're getting the bonus, and we'll print yes, we'll print yes on the cell. Okay, what if the value is false? If the value is false, I want the Excel to print no. That's our command. We press enter. See, he's showing that Sam should get a bonus as he has brought more than 20 clients. If I drag down the cursor, and now I can see who is getting the bonus and who is not. What if I want to highlight who are getting the bonus? For this, we have to go to conditional formatting, highlight cells rules, and go to equal to. If I want to have a definite thing, then I'll press equal to. Otherwise, I have other options. Now, as I want a definite, so I'll type yes and color this as green. Okay, see, the Excel has colored all the yes into green. Now I can easily find who are getting a bonus. What if I want to set the color for no also? Then I will also have this definite curve no and it a red. Okay, I'll leave it as red filled with dark. Okay, now I can easily find out who are getting bonus and who are not, and I can take further action about our employees working and their passion, and I can motivate them, or I can find out why they are not working as per the parameters. Okay, this was the first one and it was very easy because we have only one condition and we have to, according to this condition, we have to just print yes or no. That's it. But I want to know who is getting how much bonus, because if someone is uh, bringing client more than 20 and someone is bringing more than 40, they're not equal, and they should not be measured equally, and they should not get the reward equal, because someone who is getting more client deserve more bonus. So for this again we are using a function, but this time we are going to use ifs function, not if function. This time we're going to use ifs function. Yes, ifs function. So if function has also a logical test, but what is the difference between if and ifs is, we in if we only put one logical test, but here we can put more than one logical test. So our first logical test is if the number is greater than, suppose, 40. So if he's getting more than 40 client, he gets a 5,000 bonus. Okay. If anyone is bringing me more than suppose 30 clients, he's getting paid 3,000. Getting paid more than 30, he's getting 3,000 bonus. If someone is suppose bringing me 20 more than 20 clients, he get 2,000 bonus. And what if happen to the ones who don't bring any, or who don't bring any, or who bring less than 20? We have also print, we're going to print suppose we're going to print okay, if it's less than or equal 20, then he gets nothing, he gets nothing. Okay, now if I print this one, you can see as Sam is bringing more than 40, he gets a 5,000 bonus. I'm going to drag this one. See, the person who is bringing more than 40, he gets 5,000. Who brings more than 30, he gets 3,000. Who brings more than 20, he gets 2,000. If I want to condition, if I want to highlight this one, okay, so I can use uh, okay, here I can use more than 2,500. We get a, suppose we get a yellow, green, dark color. Okay. Mm, then suppose more than 4,000, get a green with dark. Mm, okay. Then I can use less than 2,000, gets a red, or equal to 1,000, gets a red border. Okay. By this we can format our and highlight our datas. So this was if and ifs. Now where what I, in this both if and ifs case, the function was like we have only one certain condition with one variable. We have more than one condition with one variable. What if the variable increases? As the condition increases, accordingly the variable also increases. Variable, I mean to say the clients. If the variable also increases, what would happen then? Okay, for this we are gonna use the if and ands. If and ands are called nested if. Suppose here the variables are clients and rating, and not a single. You don't not only the clients, but you have to satisfy the rating also. So suppose we are going to create a condition using if suppose the past condition was the client he brings is more than 20, must be more than 20, uh, and the rating, the additional condition that add is, and the rating the client gives to the company must be above 5, must be above 5. There we have two conditions related to two different variables. Okay, so we are going to use and here. So for this, first we have to click on if, and under if we have to click and. and our both variable conditions will contain by and. So the our condition will be C3 greater than 20, comma C sorry D3 is greater than 5. Okay, if this value now we have put our condition into and, now we are going to put our value as a result, which result we want to print. If this condition satisfy and if true, is it must print yes. So we're going to print yes if the condition is satisfied. If the condition is false, then we're going to print no. See, Sam has fulfilled all the conditions, so he got a yes. If I drag the cursor along, I get yes, two yeses and two no's. To highlight it, we're going to yes. Okay, so see, we have two person who satisfied our both condition of variables, so they get a bonus. For this type of problems, we are going to use if and both if and. Now let's move on to our next function of if, which is called SUMIF. SUMIF is both sum and if. We have to select our data according to our condition and make sum of them. So in our first criteria, it's olive. We have to find out all the olives result from here and make them count in total. So let's do it. For this, we're going to end this on this cell equal SUMIF First of all, we have to select the range. So our range is this, our products. Select our range here, like comma. Our criteria is olive, always olive. Because this olive is given here, we are searching about olive, and our sum range is the quantity we want to sum. Okay, let's close the bracket and enter. It's 4715. The total amount of olive present in this data sheet is 4715. Now what if we want to segregate the data and want to know about only the total of olives we get from Spain. Okay, for this we have to, as we have two different criteria. One is we have to sum olive, but not all from all region or all country, only Spain. So this condition here holds two conditions. First is olive, and that's it. Second one is Spain. For this we have to use sum ifs, SUM, sum ifs. Okay, so our first of all we have to select our sum range. Sum range is our the quantity we want to sum. Okay, then our criteria range 1. Our criteria range 1 is our products, as our first criteria is olive, so our criteria range must be the products. Okay, then comma, then our criteria one is all no olive, it's given. Okay, then our criteria range 2 is our countries. Okay, the countries. Okay, then and our second criteria is Spain. Okay, so as we don't have any third criteria, we can simply close this parenthesis, and yeah, that's all, and enter. We get 208,800 result. One interesting thing is, in this any of this formula we didn't mention olive or Spain. Suppose if I want to the know about wine, and I press enter, I get the result. If I want to know the sum of ham, enter, I get the result of ham. Samely, if I want to know the result of, say, say Portugal, I can get the result. Easily I can get the result. Okay, so there is nothing fixed in this column. As we have selected that whole data, we can easily segregate my data according to my needs. What if we have the sum, the result of the sum, but we can also find the results of average. So let's count the average. For this, we don't need to use the sum if, we have to use the average if. Okay, the average ifs. This is the same as the sum if. We just want to average range. Average range is obviously this one. Okay, then our criteria range one is about our products, control shift down arrow. Then our criteria range one is olive. Then our criteria range 2 is obviously our countries, comma, criteria 2 is our Spain, and that's it. We are done here and press enter. 576. Our average collection of olive from Spain is 576. That is all about some ifs. Now, one more interesting and fascinating function of if is, let's go to the sheet. Here we can see we have all the things, but as previous sheet, all the things as previous sheet, but the name of the countries are not the country but the order IDs according to the country and the order code. How can Excel find only Spain's among them? If I suppose if I want to do sum if, we're simply going to use sum if, and we're going to do it as it is. First we're going to sum range, then our criteria range is product, our criteria is olive, then our criteria range 2 is the country order ID, and the criteria is Spain. That's all from us. This parenthesis close, bracket close, enter. See, there's no result showing because there's no data named as only Spain. What is we gonna do if we face such problems? For this, we have to just a little bit modify our formula. What we have to do is For this, we just have to simply modify our formula a little bit. We're facing the problem with the country name. We can't change our order ID, but we can order the Excel to take the name of the country only and the rest what is before and after. So we are going to work a little bit with our criteria too. We are going to include something before, what we call is an quotation and strike and before G4 and same after it, and 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 some quotation and star. Just a simple thing, and if I click enter now, that's the magic. Now for this command, the Excel removes the before and after, that things that is before and after the name Spain, and only took the Spain. As a result, we are getting our results. So it is something. These are some basic and interesting uses of if in Excel. For by this we can command and segregate our data, arrange our data, and use this data for different purposes. And maybe it was helpful for you. Soon, hopefully meet soon in another video. Thanks for watching.